Namaskar, good evening buddies. Remembering the 88th birth anniversary today, I have sketched a new portrait art of Sylvia Plath. Now you might be inquisitive to know what's my specialty or what form of art do I like. The answer is I am a lover of literature, thus I have amalgamated literature in the form of art. I have merged literature in the form of art to visualize my thoughts and increase your knowledge. You may check that I have drawn in my previous videos a painting of Mark Twain's Tom Sawyer's about the whitewashing episode and also Rossetti's Blessed Damsel, but I haven't drawn any explanation over the painting, but I thought of explaining or just giving a short intro about this special woman, Sylvia Plath. You might be thinking, who is Sylvia Plath? Now, I'll tell you about Sylvia Plath. Not many might be knowing about Sylvia Plath because only literature students have specified knowledge about Sylvia Plath. Others who don't know, I have just made a short intro or added a short audio or intro about this American poet. Sylvia Plath was born on October 27th, 1932. She was an American poet, novelist, and short story writer. She was born in Boston, Massachusetts, and her mother's name was Aurelia Scober Plath and her father's name was Otto Plath. Sylvia is credited with advancing the genre of confessional poetry and is best known for two of her published collections, The Bell Jar and The Ariel. In 1981, the collected poems were published, and for this collection, Plath was awarded a posthumous Pulitzer Prize in Poetry in 1982. Now, you must be wanting to know about confessional poetry. Now, I won't go in detail since this is an art channel, so not a study channel, but I'll just simply explain you about confessional poetry. That confessional poetry is a sort of genre where a writer, a poet, expresses his or her own psyche, his or her traumatic self, and basically, precisely, they focus on the I factor or themselves. The poet or the writer here writes and shares about their own life events, personal, of course, and their mental situations they are going through. So I hope that you have understood in this simplified manner about confessional poetry and the genre. If you want more details about confessional poetry or confessional poets, then you may check in Google. Retreating back to Sylvia's early childhood life, we get to know about her father, Otto Plath, who was a professor of biology at Boston University and a citizen of Grabau, Germany, had died in the early phase of Sylvia's life, that is when she was 8 years, and this incident had almost broken down Sylvia mentally, psychologically. This mental and psychological agony results in her beautiful poem, Daddy, which is another example of confessional poetry again. And later, she was married to the famous animal poet Ted Hughes, but unfortunately, the marriage did not work and they were separated soon because of an illegal affair of Ted Hughes with Assia Weibel. The obsession for success, her daddy's death at the early age of her life, Her separation with Ted Hughes had almost devastated her mind and her mental health, due to which she had attempted suicide many a times. Thus, the series of despairing incidents had clinically depressed her most of her life, and she was treated with ECT, that is electroconvulsive therapies, multiple times. She was saved many a times after she had committed severe suicide attempts, but finally none could save her by her last suicide attempt during 1963, when she had breathed her last. Some of her poems are Lady Lazarus, Tulip's Morning Song, Mad Girl's Love Song, and etc. Her poems are indeed tough, delicately designed with her confessions and tragedies of her life, which I have portrayed through my artwork. Hope you like this work and this video. Thank you and have a good day.